It's taken more than a year and a half, but two Spokane teenagers suspected of beating a World War II veteran to death are finally facing justice. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Nadine Woodward. Today, 17-year-old Kenan Adams-Kinard pleaded guilty in the death of Delbert Shorty Belton, and now it appears his co-defendant will do the same tomorrow. Kxly 4's Jeff Humphrey joins us now live at Spokane Juvenile Court with a look at today's hearing. Jeff?
Nadine, this afternoon's plea agreement calling for a recommended 20 years in prison, that in exchange for the state dropping conspiracy and robbery charges. This deal coming together because the facts in this case simply were not going to allow prosecutors to get much more time behind bars by taking these two teens to trial. Today, Kenan Adams-Kinard walked into court protected by more than a half-dozen corrections deputies and even undercover officers. A lot of threats have been made against the 17-year-old safety because the man he killed survived World War II only to die in a strong-armed robbery. Prosecutors were not able to charge Adams-Kinard with aggravated murder, a crime that could have led to a life sentence because there's little evidence that Adams-Kinard meant to kill Belton.
Yes, sir.
Today, Adams-Kinard answered with quick yes, sirs as Judge Sam Kxly quizzed the teen about if he really understood what he was pleading guilty to, including the fact that once he entered the plea, Adams-Kinard couldn't take it back or appeal his conviction. The state then detailed some of the strengths of his case, including the fact that multiple surveillance cameras show Adams-Kinard and his alleged accomplice running from the area.
Forensic evidence would have shown that Mr. Kinard's and his accomplice's fingerprints were on the outside of Mr. Belton's vehicle, the inside of Mr. Belton's vehicle, and an accomplice fingerprint was also found on one of the cards that was found laying in the fence line.
Spokane County Prosecutor Larry Haskell then explained why this plea agreement and the 20-year sentence is appropriate given the facts in this case.
The age of Mr. Kenan Kinard at the time of the incident, 16 years old, and including 16-year-old immaturity, impetuosity, and failure to appreciate risks and consequences of an act, and also including the defendant's home environment and the fact that no weapons were used in the commission of this crime.
And so, Nadine, now that Adams-Kinard has pleaded guilty in this case, it appears that his co-defendant is ready to accept the same plea agreement. His name is Demetrius Glenn, and Mr. Glenn has asked that Judge Sam Kxly here in juvenile court hear a motion from Glenn here tomorrow. We are just a couple of days away from this trial, and about the only motion the court would even consider at this point is a change of plea. That change of plea being from not guilty when he was arrested to a guilty plea. We're not sure, but we think that's what's going to happen, and we will certainly be here in juvenile court to find out how this goes down. Reporting live in Spokane, Jeff Humphrey, Kxly 4.